What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name is Prodigy and welcome to another video on the channel. Today guys, I wanted to discuss what to expect from Kingdom Hearts in 2021. In this upcoming year, a tragedy 2020 has been, but for Kingdom Hearts fans, it's been a pretty decent one. We got a lot of content this year. We got Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, we got Dark Road, and we ended it off with Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. And likely next month, we probably have our climax to Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. So overall, the story has progressed in a lot of ways, a lot sooner than we thought it originally would at this point. And I couldn't be more grateful for that. In time periods like this one, it's really nice to have a game to hold you down like the Kingdom Hearts series. But as Tetsuya Nomura, the series director, said in a recent interview with Dengeki, they are going to be taking a break from Kingdom Hearts next year and are looking to have the next major announcements in 2022 for the 20th anniversary. So basically, to answer the title of this video, nothing major. However, there will still be some things that are very likely to happen in 2021 for Kingdom Hearts. It won't be a Kingdom Hearts filled year, it won't even be a year that's too notable, but we will likely still be getting some sort of story progression and likely even some information regarding the next titles even as soon as next year, as minor as they'll be, something to tide us over. So let me just break down to you what I think is going to be happening in 2021 for Kingdom Hearts. For starters, I believe we're going to be getting lots, and I mean lots of updates for the mobile games. I know for the past couple of years, we haven't gotten a lot of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross or Dark Road updates all too frequently. A lot of the time, updates for Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, the mobile games, tend to be bi-monthly at the most. Usually it's every like 2 months we get an update. Sometimes we go even longer than that without one, depending on the season. But I feel like since there's nothing else that is likely going to be taking up their time, or nothing that they're rushing to get out, like, or to reach a deadline in 2021, I feel like Union Cross might be getting some more frequent updates, and not along with Dark Road. Now, we don't know the situation Union Cross is going to be in as far as its climax goes, because they've been saying the climax is coming for honestly the past year now. And while Nomura has said recently that this arc is getting ready to end, we don't know exactly when it is going to end. It could end next month with the next update. It could end in January, February, March. And then even after this arc with the Union leaders ends, we don't know if they're going to just fully transition into fully supporting Dark Road and making Dark Road the entire Union Cross thing, or if they're going to expand Union Cross into something else similar to what they did in 2017, I believe, where they transferred Unchained Key into Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, which was the expansion for that. And Union Cross could end up turning into something else, something I'm not even going to try to figure out the name of, but just something else. And that is definitely something to consider. So we'll likely be getting a lot of Kingdom Hearts mobile game content. As far as Dark Road goes specifically, Dark Road has been really consistent, honestly. They've been off to a way better start story-wise than Kingdom Hearts Union Cross was in terms of its pacing and their releasing of updates. Kingdom Hearts Dark Road is releasing a lot more content-filled updates every other month, usually being about 20-ish minutes or less of cutscenes, 15 to 20 minutes. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been very intriguing, very interesting, and it's nice that they release it globally as well, which I think is pretty impressive considering how much they've been struggling with that with Union Cross. We're still to this day experiencing the Union Cross story via Japanese updates. So even if Union Cross reaches its climax in December and you guys see my reaction to it, you'll only be seeing my reaction to translations of the update. So for everyone else who doesn't watch YouTube videos or casually just follows along with the story via the official English translations from Square Enix, they might not see this potential climax until early spring going on summer of next year. So that's something as well. We'll likely be getting some interviews from the series director Tetsuo Nomura as well, but that's normal, right? But the reason I'd say expect a decent amount of them is because since The World Ends With You will be releasing next year, it's pretty likely interviewers will probably ask him about some Kingdom Hearts questions here and there. While I'm sure he's not going to want to give away too many details regarding anything in the future regarding Kingdom Hearts, he'll probably keep his questions or his answers extremely vague. I'm positive some interviewers are going to ask those questions just because of how popular Kingdom Hearts as a series is and how curious people are about the next saga. I'm sure every interview regarding The World Ends With You might end with him being asked some Kingdom Hearts questions. Like, what are your plans for the 20th anniversary exactly? How many announcements can we expect? You know, little things like that. While I'm sure none of those answers will be direct, it'll likely be something interesting to look forward to or cover when the time comes. So that'll likely be the closest thing we get to news regarding the next games, unless they decide to surprise us with something in Dark Road by some wild chance. That might not be that wild, to be honest. Outside of that, based on what they told us, we'll just be chilling until the 20th anniversary, which is March of 2022. But that is nothing compared to the wait for Kingdom Hearts 3, so we'll be fine. And who knows, Square has lied to us on more than a few occasions, so maybe we'll get news towards the end of next year, but I see it as highly unlikely. If you're wondering what I'll be busy doing in that time period, will Prodigy finally get bored of Kingdom Hearts? Will he try and venture into some other titles? Will I quit YouTube because I can't survive 1 year without news? You know, the common questions every cage YouTuber gets. No, maybe, but likely no, and definitely not. Union Cross and Dark Road, with their insanely good stories, will be likely way more than enough to tide me over until the next big announcement. And even then, there's a lot of stuff going on inside the community that'll keep me and you entertained for way more than a year if it comes down to that. Also, hopefully if Melody of Memory does get online or does get an invite button online, then you can definitely expect a lot more versus mode content, which you guys have been eating up, by the way. Thank you. And then between that and the modders in the Kingdom Hearts community going absolutely nuts with all the mods, I mean, almost all the Kingdom Hearts games are playable multiplayer because of modding. I personally still haven't tackled the 2FM randomizer yet. And even beyond all of that, there's just so much stuff in the series currently that has yet to be covered or yet to be dived into only by a couple other creators or brief conversations on live streams that I think will be fine. Some people definitely might go crazy because I know some people are very news hungry and need that hype to survive. And I love that Kingdom Hearts hype cycle, but honestly, we'll be fine. We'll be okay. Kingdom Hearts isn't a series where we have to constantly wait for game to game to game to keep ourselves entertained because there's just too much in what's already released. And to be honest, most Kingdom Hearts channels, including myself, have barely even scratched the surface with what there is to talk about for the new games, and much less the older ones. And that's just story related. I'm not even getting into the combat, which is a whole other layer of topics on its own. But until 2022 and we get that next big announcement, hopefully a juicy Verum Rex announcement or a Kingdom Hearts 4 announcement if we want to go that deep into it. But you can definitely bet that I'm going to be speculating quite a bit about what's going to be coming next. And you guys know how I ramble, so I'll be fine. But until then though, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, share the video with a friend or family member. And last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the Union, all you have to do is hit that red little subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, you guys. Bye.